Hey everyone, I wanted to hop on tonight and just go over my story a little bit of how Plexus became this huge blessing that I never even expected. I was not ever looking for this kind of a company. I wasn't looking for network marketing as a profession. And truthfully, I had no idea how wonderful these products were until I really got started. So, backtrack a few years. My husband and I served as overseas missionaries for 2.5 years in Zambia. I was pregnant there. We raised our daughter there for 7 months out of her first year. And when we came home, I realized that I had not been in America where I had to look nice on a regular basis since way before I was pregnant. And so most of my clothes did not fit, and if they fit, they certainly didn't fit comfortably. So I began just really looking at something that I'm not a gym rat. I'm at that time would have termed myself as lazy, a homebody. I was not someone who was going to go get a gym membership and actually use it. So I was looking for something, not a quick fix necessarily, but something that I could do to help me lose weight without really having to hit the gym hard or without really having to change my diet, which I know sounds ridiculous. But that's what I was looking for. So I began watching a couple of my friends on Facebook, and I actually stalked them for 2 months. One of those friends was Abby Kappa, who you have been hearing from on a regular basis, and I actually met her in Zambia when she came on a short-term mission trip, so the Lord works in mysterious ways. But I began watching her posts, and I began seeing how different Plexus was from the other posts I was watching about other companies and other products. And it really intrigued me. It wasn't about looking great in a bikini. It was about getting healthy. It wasn't just about losing weight and losing inches. It was about helping people with crazy things going on in their bodies and getting rebalanced and really making a difference for people. So I was really intrigued, but you guys, I was so skeptical. And my husband was even more skeptical. I was not one of those people, and I think it would be hard pressed to find someone who was just like, yeah, sign me up. I don't know what it is. We looked into it. We read all of the craziness on Google, some great reviews, some crazy reviews that, didn't even seem true but scared us. And, we went through this phase of just I don't know if we want to get involved with something like this, but I was still at that point where I needed something. I needed to do something. And so Abby got on the phone with me one day and was just like, look, I will help you turn your order off if you absolutely hate it. But she was like, but I don't have anyone that hates this once they get started. This stuff is the real deal. It's natural. You're going to love it. And if you don't love it, I'll walk you through how to turn it off or whatever. And so she eased my anxiety about getting involved with an MLM company, because I would have been one of those people that if this was on the shelf, I probably would have purchased it as soon as I heard about it and tried it. But because it was attached to a company like this, and a structure like this where someone was selling it to me, someone was posting about it on Facebook, it made me really wary. That's normal. That's natural. It's okay if you felt like that, and I want you to understand it's okay when your friends and family feel like that. What we have to show them is that it's different. There's a purpose behind why companies choose network marketing, and that's the topic for a different video. Anyway, Abby showed me what that was, and so I started Plexus. I tried. A lot of my issues were not issues that you could have necessarily seen on the outside. A lot of people were like, why are you doing that? You don't need to lose weight. But weight is relative, right? It doesn't matter who you are, what body type you are, how tall you are, how short you are. If your clothes don't fit and you're muffin topping and you're miserable all the time because you're bloating and you have to unbutton your pants every time you eat because they don't fit anymore, that's uncomfortable, and that's an issue, and that was something that really was bothering me. And so I saw great results, and you guys, the blessing that I wasn't expecting wasn't necessarily my health, because I knew it was going to do great things. And as I started watching a lot of videos. I started scouring YouTube and learning everything I could about what I was putting into my body. I started watching the team pages I was added to and was just soaking it all in, and was amazed that I had stumbled upon something so great as far as the products were concerned. But it wasn't until I started looking over testimonies. Our team has a testimony page called Life Changing Plexus Testimonies, and I started looking through there, and my eyes were open to how many people I knew that were suffering, and how I could help them because of something that someone gave to me and someone helped me with. And so I began sharing with people close to me, hey, I just found this testimony. What if this could really help you? Like, I think this stuff is the legit. Like, I like it. And look at what it's done for this person. And I began sharing those testimonies with family members and with really close friends of mine who I knew had been struggling with things like PCOS or rheumatoid arthritis and things that are really, life altering. And as I began sharing, people didn't jump on with me right off the bat. I wasn't really trying to build a business, but I saw the value in these products, and I saw what I could be helping other people with. I saw my mother-in-law struggling in her 40s, feeling like she was 90, and I wanted to help. I so badly wanted to help. And so I kind of pestered a little bit in the beginning. Then I'm just like, no, you have to try this. And you guys, it has been a blessing ever since. As those first few people jumped on my team, within 2 months, my products were covered. That's what we've been talking about recently on our newbie page, is how to get your products, paid for. I wasn't looking to start a business. I just found something that I could help people with, and then all of a sudden, here I am, able to pay for my own products out of pocket. Well, then my husband was able to get started because we weren't having to pay for it. And you guys, I understand what it feels like when someone says they can't afford to get started with something like this, that they can't afford $100 a month. When we came home from Zambia, we didn't have jobs. We didn't have a savings account. We didn't have anything. We lived with my parents. I had a 1.5-year-old. I didn't want to get a job. I wanted to be able to stay with her. My husband was about to start working part-time at Chick-fil-A until we found a worship leadership position somewhere. So I know what that feeling feels like when someone says, we don't have the money to do this. But that's the beautiful thing about this company, is that not only are these products worth it and so easy to share and so wonderful to share, but the compensation plan makes it so that you don't have to budget in for your products. And that was true for me. Within 2 months, my products were covered based on the monthly customers and wholesale ambassadors that I had under me at that point. And I didn't go super fast. I didn't go crazy or anything like that. But, adding 3 or 4 ambassadors a month from that point on just became a goal, because I was sharing already. I had started posting on Facebook. I believed in these products. They were changing me from the inside out. And y'all, consistency is key with this. It's not about driving people crazy. It is not about being a walking advertisement. Yes, we're ambassadors. There's a big difference, though, from being a billboard to being an ambassador. When you believe in something, when you know something can help somebody, even biblically, we can look at that generalization between, sharing the word. When you know someone doesn't know Jesus, like, you need to share that with them. When you see someone struggling, when you have someone in your life who is barely making it through their day to day, how do you feel like their quality of life is? It's not great. And so we can help them with that. And that's what I did. That's how I got started. It wasn't about building anything huge. It wasn't about, having this fantastic income. And over time, 15 months, well, I keep saying 15 months, it's probably longer than that. I started my business in October of 2015. I joined and started my product September 1st of 2015. But over that time, over this last year, God has used this in hundreds of people's lives, from me down, so many of them that I don't even know personally, because that's the beauty of network marketing, is it's not just who I know and who I talk to, it's who I know that all of a sudden has this ripple effect of, look at all of these people that this person knows that they can help, and that maybe this person needs income. You never know who the Lord is going to use, what you do to bless. And so hundreds and hundreds of people, I never saw that for myself. I never saw a business coming. I never saw wanting to be a leader or have a team this huge. I never saw any of that, but it came. And you guys, we got our tax return back. And to be a stay-at-home mom who a year and a half ago walked off the plane in Zambia and had nothing to our name. We didn't have a house anymore. We lived with my parents. Again, all of these things. We didn't have 2 cents to rub together. My husband was working part-time at Chick-fil-A. And the Lord has completely change the outlook of what our financial situation is. My husband did find a worship leadership position, and we are so thankful for that. But it is not, I mean, it's ministry. It's not anything to brag about salary wise. We're thankful for every penny of it. But I want to tell you that when I got my tax return for Plexus for 2016, I really just started making money again in November and December 2015, and then 2016 was when my business started to grow. I doubled our household income just with Plexus. Now, I want you to think about what that could do for your family. I want you to think about how letting go of pride, letting go of this won't work for me, letting go of those self-doubts, and just understanding that you have something beautiful that could really help someone else, could potentially bless your family like that. In 2016, our household income was doubled because of this unexpected business and this unexpected blessing. If you look at the monthly income we've made over the last 6 months, just month by month, my income is quadruple what my husband makes. So inadvertently, the Lord has provided us and has allowed me to be pretty much the breadwinner of our family while staying home with my baby girl. I'm pregnant right now. I'm not having to take maternity leave. I'm not having to work behind a desk, feeling uncomfortable and wishing I could sleep in. You know, we sleep till 8:30 or 9 o'clock every day. I'm still able to, take her to school and play with her when she gets home, and all of this stuff, take care of our house. And our family is not struggling. We could have been in a financial season of struggle, you guys, and that's not what God has for us. So he presented us with this opportunity just as he's presented it to you. It started with just the products for me, and as I learned how wonderful this business was and these products were, I said, okay, I'm just going to share, and we'll see where the Lord takes it. And I've been consistent, and I've tried to be faithful in all of those aspects of it, and it has definitely been the biggest blessing for our family in the last year and a half. And I'm so thankful because I've been able to watch these products and this business bless so many people that I've known and loved for such a long time. So I say that to encourage you. We don't say it lightly when we say that Plexus has changed everything for us, or that Plexus has changed our lives, because walking around feeling terrible about yourself, walking around with a bloated stomach and just feeling like crap every day, walking around in pain or having migraines to where you can't even get up out of bed, that's not living. When those things go away, that is life-changing. When my mother-in-law is not in so much pain and she's dropped enough weight where she's crawling around following after her granddaughter, my daughter, that's life-changing. She's only in her 50s. We have plenty more time for her to do that now. That stuff is life-changing. That is how Plexus is changing our lives. But when you look at it from a financial standpoint, there's a great quote that goes around that says, people don't just lie awake at night thinking about their health situation. People stay awake at night wondering where they're going to get the money to buy groceries, wondering how they're going to pay their next bill, wondering how they're going to fix a car that keeps breaking down and they don't have enough money to even put gas in it. Those are the things that keep people awake at night. And aside from all the wonderful health benefits, this business can bless those people. So don't hold this to yourself. And if you're one of those people who thinks, yeah, but that's not for me, I don't want a business, I don't have time to do that, you will be so surprised how easy it is to just share and love on people and have the Lord bless this abundantly for your family, and to see the ripple effect flowing outward. So I just wanted to share with you, because so many of us start in that place. I think that it was at a Jewel training out in Arizona at the home office, and it was all these diamonds in the room, and Diamond is the top rank in our company, people making well over $35,000 a month at this point in their business. And they were asked a question: how many of you joined just for the products, just for the wholesale pricing, and did not want to do this as a business? And 90% of the room raised their hands. You guys, we just have our eyes open to what we have, what this opportunity presents, and what these products can do for people. And that's it. Very few people join Plexus wanting to make this a business and wanting to go to the top. So I just want to encourage you, keep your eyes open, keep your heart open to what this unexpected blessing might be able to do for you and for people that you love. I'm so thankful for Plexus, and I'm so thankful that I had a friend who worked through my skeptical husband and my issues before we ever got started, who a team that trains us and teaches us how wonderful this stuff is. I'm just so thankful, and I'm thankful that we get to now share that with you guys, because the blessings are abundant. It is just crazy what these products can do for you and for people that you love, and what this business has to offer. So I just wanted to leave that with you tonight. I hope you're having a wonderful day and a great day tomorrow. And if you have any questions or want to ask anything else, you feel free to put any questions in the comments, and we'll get those answered.